Hello YouTube. I got a few customizing tips and tricks and how-to, and uh, at the end of the video I'll tell you how to enter for custom Hot Wheels, and I'll ship it out. If you're not in the US and you enter and win, I would ask that you pay the international shipping. I'll pay $5 towards it. Uh, Otherwise, it's only for U.S. citizens just because of the outrageous cost of shipping internationally. But I made these custom Hot Wheel boxes. I think they're pretty cool. Now, because all Hot Wheels aren't 1/64th, they're pretty accurate too. But all Hot Wheels aren't 1/64th, so I had to make a couple different sizes. Got a container full of them that I've made. So I have 3 different sizes I made so far. It can be hard to see because they're pretty little. But all 3 of them are different sizes. And I made this little skid. This was a first skid I made. And it takes 12 boxes are on that skid, so quite a bit of work went into that skid. The first skid I made, and I use this balsa wood you get from Hobby Lobby. Now this stuff is like $1 or so a stick. It ain't very much, and the sticks are quite freaking long, so you can make a lot of skids out of them. But their square piece I thought was a little large, so I thought I could do a little better and make skids a little bit smaller. So you can see this skid's a little bit smaller. I think it looks a little bit better, a little bit more to scale. And I haven't dyed any yet or made them look weathered, but I don't think it'd be that hard to make them look weathered. I actually thought about like dipping them in tea or something and letting it dry, or dipping them in coffee to kind of give it a weathered look. And haven't tried it yet, but that'd be good if you had a diorama and wanted some skids sitting around. And you really can make them whatever size you want. For the slats, I couldn't find nothing flat that was small enough, but you buy this balsa wood here from Hobby Lobby, and you can cut it down to size with a utility knife really easy. You can make them whatever width you want them. And this skid doesn't look bad on the back of a Greenlight, because Greenlight is, I'm pretty sure they're true 1/64 scale. Where the Hot Wheels, they vary, so that's why I wanted a couple different sizes. So even if the truck's smaller than 1/64th, the box still looks like it's to scale with it. And for this skid, I got some square matches. It's quite a bit smaller than the balsa wood I got from Hobby Lobby for these pieces on the 3 pieces on the inside of the skid. So I'm real happy with how this skid turned out. And the skids aren't really all that time consuming. The glue I used for the boxes and the glue I used for the skids, I tried regular super glue at first, and I didn't like the way the boxes, way it glued it down. Kind of soaks in, almost gives it like a wet look. So I picked up this glue, the gel. I liked it a lot better. It was a lot easier to work with for this skid and for the boxes. And you get 2 things of this for $1 at the Dollar Tree. I really like the Dollar Tree for getting supplies. This big box of matches, of 300 matches, was $1. So pretty darn cheap there. That probably will last me a lifetime of making them skids, because you can literally make like 1 skid out of like 1 match, maybe 2 matches at the most. I picked these matches up for $1. I was hoping they'd be even smaller than these ones, so I haven't tried them out yet. I was looking for the flat toothpicks to use for the runners, and I went all over the place looking for them, and I could not find them anywhere. I even had my mom looking at all the grocery stores and places she went, and she can't find them. So I don't know what happened to the flat toothpicks. They just don't sell them anymore, I guess. I even stopped by all kinds of oddball grocery stores when I drove by them, just stopping to see if they had the flat toothpicks. And sometimes it's pretty hard to find the toothpicks in the store. I found out the toothpicks are usually sold by like the paper cups and the paper plates and stuff like that. So I made this custom, and I'm gonna put it in a store. I wrote a little note, so I don't know if you guys can read that little note. I'm going to fold it in half. I'm going to put it in the back of this. I'm going to go drop it off at either a Walmart or a Target. Haven't decided which one yet. I detailed out the front, and I always put my initials on the bottom of all my customs. I like to put it on there as small as I can, but my what grade was that? I think 8th grade shop teacher, he made us all make up a logo with our initials, and my initials are MV, so that's a logo I made up for my initials, and I've used it my whole life. I put it on my tools at work, and I have always used that little logo, the MV, for my initials on like my tools and stuff at work. So I didn't put real riders on this or nothing. I kind of like them wheels on it. And if I put real riders on it that were too big, it might not fit back in the blister. So, and the way I open up these blisters, I use acetone. And I used to always use the acetone that you get from Walmart in the paint section. It comes in the little metal tin. It's like $5 or $8. And I ran out of it when I was at the dollar store getting other supplies for customizing, like this glue. Came across this nail polish. In the nail polish remover, $1 at the Dollar Tree. And if you can see right there, it says 100% acetone. So it's the same acetone I've been using for years for customs. I can just buy it like this, and this will last me quite a while. And you can't beat it for $1. Just don't use your wife's. She might get mad at you. And you got to make sure it's 100% acetone, because all of it's not 100% acetone. And you have to make sure it's clear, because if it's not clear, it might discolor the card. So the way you get into one of these cards is, I'm sure other people do it differently, but I just use a Q-tip, and I dip the Q-tip in it, and then I rub it on the back. Now you gotta put quite a bit on here. You gotta do it pretty heavy. And I almost always do the top. Sometimes I do the bottom of the card, but I always do the top, or try to, so that way I can hang it on a peg above my workbench and I don't have to glue it or nothing. I usually don't glue them until I get ready to like ship it out to somebody or something. That way if I ever want to mess with it again or take it out, it's not glued. And if you have a new custom ready to go in it, it's actually, if you do this all real quick and take this one out and put your custom in and seal it up, then the glue is still active. So you just gotta rub it on here for a while. And I'll do more than one at a time. I'll like soak this one up, and then I'll let it sit, and then I'll do another one, and then by the time you pick this one up, it's falling off just like that. Now see how easy that was? It's nice and clean. And that acetone, it dries and disappears 100%, and it does it quite quickly too. And once it dries, you can never tell that you even did it. It doesn't discolor or make the writing light or nothing. Now, you gotta do it to something with a paper back like this where it can soak through to the glue. It won't work on like the car cultures or nothing that have a glossy back on them. And then to reseal it back in the blister, I've tried different ways. The first way I tried was super glue, which works really quick. But if you got a fingerprint on that car, it's just like you see on all the detective shows and stuff. The fingerprint will show up. Sometimes if it's a custom that you painted, it will make the clear coat on the paint like crack and look all crappy. So I do not recommend sealing these up with super glue. The gases from the super glue get inside, and it's just like the detective shows where they put something in like a aquarium and put a thing of super glue in there, and then the fingerprints show up on whatever they stuck in it so they can find out who was a killer or something. And I bought a custom years ago off a guy off of eBay, and he sealed it with he used a hot glue gun, and it hung above my workbench for like 2-3 years, and the hot glue where he resealed it turned yellow. So it turned real yellowish, and I did not like it at all, so I ended up cracking it open. I always wanted to crack it open anyways. It was a Ken Block custom I purchased off of eBay off a fellow customizer. But I just use a regular Elmer's glue. It dries clear. I've been using it for years, and I've never seen it like turn yellow or discolor. And I just run a bead right around where I open it up at, just a small bead. And then you use clothespin hangers, wooden clothespin hangers. You can buy a big pack of them at the Dollar Tree for $1 of the clothespin hangers. And I use them to clip around it until it dries, and just let it dry overnight. And that's the best way I figured out to do that. Now the little boxes, I'll provide you a link so you can get yourself your own little boxes to do. And you can see these are the different sizes. And then I got the bigger ones I did, which the color on these is a lot better than these. I went to Office Max and had these printed off, or Staples. It was Staples, and it's 48 cents for colored copies. So you can't beat that for a big sheet like this. You get quite a few out of it. You get 4, 8, 12, 16 of them on a sheet. So, and if you were any good with a computer, you probably could triple this on here. So you could get a lot more of them on one sheet. Really make it worth your money. But I wouldn't want to use my printer at home for this because color ink's expensive, and when you're just having a few sheets made. And you take a utility knife and you gotta cut it out all the way around real good and nice. Use a straight edge, and then you cut on the line so you can fold the box. Make sure you don't cut off your little tab because you'll need that to glue it around. And then you fold everything, and then then glue it. So pretty easy to figure out. Here's a link up here. It's small scale Hot Wheels, and it's mycustomhotwheels.com. So you get on mycustomhotwheels.com. It's an awesome website that has all kinds of stuff you can purchase on there and make for customizers. But when you scroll all the way down, there will be a link to download this. You download this, whatever it's called. You sign up for their mailer, and they send you a link to your Gmail or your whatever mail, and you can download the link for this, and then you just go to Office Max or Home Depot or Office Max or Staples, somewhere like that, and you can send that link to them, and then they can print these off for you. And it's only about 48 cents a sheet, so you can't beat that. So it's My Custom Hot Wheels. And for signing up for the mailer, this is like a free gift they send to, I think they call it a PDA file or something. They send it to your Gmail. So the Bugatti I just opened up for you guys, I'm going to detail that out. Probably put some real riders on it. Who knows, maybe I'll end up painting it. But you can see them boxes look just a little large for this scale. So I could have went with the smaller boxes I made. Probably the medium-sized ones. And this skid, that's just saran wrap from your wife's kitchen cupboard. A little bit of saran wrap. I wrapped it around there, and I think I used like 1 or 2 little drops of glue to hold it. I think it turned out pretty good. So the giveaway is going to be one of these with the boxes glued in it. I'll put it back in the blister, and I'll put my initials on the bottom. And this one, I'll detail out the lights and tail lights on it. This one already has a front detail. I might detail the winch or the grill, and then it already has a back detail. So to be entered in it, down in the comments, you gotta put down in the comment for this video you're done. You have to go back and watch one previous video of mine, any video. Scroll all the way down my video list and watch one of my early videos if you want. My earlier videos don't get nearly as many views as the newer videos, so, and I showed a bunch of really cool diecast in them. Write custom giveaway in the comments of a previous video. Then come back to this video, go down in the comments and put done. Just put done, that's it. Everybody puts done. I'll enter you all in 7 days from now. I'll put everybody's name into a hat or something, and I'll draw out somebody's name, and then on that video I'll give you a link how to get a hold of me so that I can get you your custom. And other than that, I think that's about it for this video. I don't think I have anything else I wanted to share. So please make sure to like, comment, and if you're not subscribed, you do have to be subscribed to my channel for the giveaway. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell notification so you get notified when I post a new video. And we'll see how this giveaway goes. Thank you.